You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, presented by the Only One Media Group. This is the people's choice for quality art, interviews, music, and hot topics. Hosted by Dini Mussolini and co-hosted by Banditi. Call in to join the mix at 701-801-9813. All episodes of this podcast are available for free download at least 1 hour after each show at www.onlyonemediagroup.com. We welcome all. Enjoy the show.
Oh yeah, one time for my people that are indigos, starseeds, and crystallines, and 2 times for my people that are vegans. As you guys know, I'm a vegan, and I'm well proud of that. 7 months vegan, so truly a struggle though, man. Through the holidays, it was rough. Matter of fact, for Thanksgiving, I stay home just to not be tempted by all of the meat there. But anyway, we are up, folks, to over 17,000 plus listeners per episode and over 865,000 downloads worldwide just this year alone. If we've been at this thing for 3 solid years, I appreciate all you guys who have been rocking with me on this journey, and we are still growing, baby. It is all because of you guys, most definitely. We are the people who have dedicated their lives to music, art, and research in every aspect. And we want to allow you that opportunity to tell your story. Man, I've had celebrities on the show, from Grammy or award-winning artists to nominees to actors, comedians, technology geniuses, from authors and professors and aliens. Or people think they're aliens. It doesn't matter who you are or what walk of life that you come from. Come on the show and talk to us. So check it out. To book an interview or just to share a real cool story, email me at vradio@onlyonemediagroup.com. I'm passionate about what I do, just as passionate about what you do. And together, yes, together, we can get your voice heard by the people that should hear it. So let's create something incredible. And with that, hello out there, and welcome to another episode of my podcast, Vigilantes Radio. Thank you guys, as always, and again for tuning in and being a part of the audience family. If you like information on how to call in, ask questions, or speak to the guests, dial this number, 701-801-9813, or hop in the mix directly from my website, which is onlyonemediagroup.com. Scroll over to the Vigilantes Radio tab and slap that go live button. You're right here in the mix with all of us. There's a chat room, so feel free to send me messages, but don't expect me to answer too soon because I'm in the middle of an interview, right? Right. So, yeah, be courteous, but feel free to shoot me questions if you have any for the guest. And as you guys know, all episodes are available for free download at least 1 hour after the show ends, and you can grab that over from our server at Spreaker.com/onlyonemediagroup, or over at iTunes, or over at YouTube, or over at our website, which again is onlyonemediagroup.com, and that goes for every single episode that I've ever aired. Well, tonight's episode is the M.A.R.S. McGowan interview. And I'm your host, Dini Mussolini. All right, moving past the announcements here. Not really much to talk about. I just left New York, did a show in Amityville. Nice. March the 3rd through the 6th, we'll be in Hollywood, California, at a club called Sellis. So if you're there, you're out there, I would love to meet you and greet you. You can purchase your tickets over at songkick.com/Dini Black, and we can get that going. Of course, we'll be giving giveaways pretty soon on the show, so don't worry about it. You want to see us? We'll definitely let you guys see us. We just dropped a record. Let's see, December the 27th. Like, there was some Grammy people on there, some artists that you know, some that you should know, some that, yeah. So, yeah, a lot of artists. And I know I was being mysterious around the playlist, and I did that for a reason. You know, there's some new stuff on there. There's some old stuff. There's some remixes of stuff. There's some unreleased stuff, and just stuff in general. You don't want to pass it up. You can grab that from audiomac.com. Just search R7WW or Busy Bone or Lazy Bone or Houdini Black. And the name of the record was After the Storm Part 1. It's free download. Feel free to bootleg it, share it. You can put it on the dark web. You could put it on Bear Share, whatever. We just want you to listen to it. And let me tell you, we released it in 2 days. It had like over 2,000 plays. So you guys have been generous with your time and listening to the music that we dropped. I'm also dropping a single February the 27th called Built for Greatness. Shooting a music video to that. It's going to be real cool. Rooftop, helicopters, babes, money, all that good stuff. And, you know, that's not my cup of tea, really, but for this, it's kind of a funny thing here, but they'll be cool, right? All right, so that's the announcement. Like I said, not much. And let's get into Coach Dini tip. So, you know, a little background about Coach Dini if you're new and just hopping on. I've been in the music industry for a minute as a backdoor insider, okay? So I started out in high school, signed to Bad Boy as a songwriter, and then I ventured over to Russell Simmons and did an internship for management, right, for 1 year in New York. I eventually got the job as road manager, which was cool, and we toured all around the world. For Fat Farm, Def Jam, and then he sold his share. So I came home. My home is in Mississippi, and I started up a management firm. I was managing artists for several years, record deals, BET, MTV, all kind of cool stuff, right? So I've been through it all. I've been through the ups and the downs, the rich, the broke, the homeless, back with money, all that good stuff. So I have a lot of cool insights that I share with artists that, you know, are just not getting those answers from people who should be given those answers. You know, knowledge, they say knowledge is power, but look, knowledge is power when you use it, okay? It does you no good sitting in your brain or on a hard drive or in an ebook. You got to put that stuff to practice, my guy and girls out there. So look, here's my little tidbit last night. Last night we talked about why BMI and ASCAP is not enough when it comes to your money. So music publishing collection for your song is more than just signing up with ASCAP or BMI. If you make your own original music as an independent artist, songwriter, producer, composer, lyricist, there are more opportunities than ever to earn significant income from music publishing. Sadly, though, many artists think they've covered all the bases of publishing and royalty collection when they affiliate themselves with an organization like ASCAP, BMI, or CSAC. Okay, so here's reality. ASCAP and BMI is not your publisher. You say, what, Dini? Yes, they're not. The first important thing is to know that these pro groups, or we call them performance rights organizations, and other associations that collect performance royalties on behalf of songwriters and publishers, they are not your publisher. And they do not act as your publisher. They do one thing, and that's collect performance royalties. While these services do perform a valuable and vital role in making sure artists are paid, they don't do it all. In fact, they're only concerned with one slice of the publishing pie. And that means songwriters are leaving a lot of money, or guap, or bread, or cheddar, whatever you call it, in the form of uncollected publishing royalties. And if you don't have a publisher administrator like maybe CD Baby Pro that's working on your behalf, chances are you're not getting paid mechanical royalties. So that's pretty much what we talked about last night before our interview. And part 2 of that is real short, people. And you guys, you love this because you email me all these things to talk about before the show. So it's great. So performance royalties from overseas are reciprocal agreements versus direct registration. What is a performance royalty? Well, anytime your music is played on the radio, that being terrestrial, satellite, or the internet, in stores, on TV shows, films, video games, and presentations, streamed on popular services like Spotify, or, and a lot of you guys didn't know this, performed in a live venue, you are owed performance royalty. What, Dini? I can get paid from a live show? Yes. You did a free show or open mic or something? Man, go to ASCAP Live or BMI Live and register your performance. You can get paid for that. What? Yeah, man, no more free shows. So anyway, ASCAP and BMI will absolutely collect those royalties for you. That's why those organizations exist, but they do not register your songs directly with the foreign royalty collection societies. They rely on something called reciprocal agreement. You know, the whole you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. So when you sign up for like the Harry Fox agency or have a lawyer, entertainment lawyer working on your behalf, or even CD Baby Pro, they will register your songs directly with these foreign societies, ensuring that international performing rights organizations know about your songs and have all the correct data, stay on the lookout, and accurately tally public performances, by which I mean any of the usage mentioned above, know exactly who to play or pay. My bad. You don't want to leave something like royalty collection up to chance. And like I said, Harry Fox Agency, there's many publishers out there that will ensure that foreign collection societies know about every one of your songs. And in most cases, when they directly register your music on foreign societies, it also means you get paid your publishing share roughly 3 months faster than you would relying on BMI or ASCAP, and without any additional fees incurred between the reciprocal agreements between, you know, the pro groups. So that's your tidbit for tonight. I encourage you guys to look into that and see if you're with ASCAP or BMI. I just so happen to be with BMI, but you ought to research and see what is actually left on the table as far as your money goes, as far as royalty goes. Because if you're hardworking artists, you definitely deserve everything that's coming to you. You're putting all this money into music videos and performances and studio time, mixing and mastering and beats. You want to get your just due, right? I would think so. At least I would want it. So let me tell you how to get connected with Coach Dini. So if you visit my website, on the very front page, there's a pop-up widget that says Let's Chat. And you can actually book me directly from the website. There's a calendar. Just add me to the calendar. There's also another widget on the side that says you could text me, so text me. There's an office number. I wouldn't advise you to call the office because the secretary, man, she is bad, okay? She would not let you get through. I tried it one time. I tried to call myself, and she's like, nope, you need an appointment for that. It's like, I'm trying to set an appointment, and she wasn't having it. So the best way to reach me is through email or text messaging. Okay? So, yeah, if you need Coach Dean. Oh, yeah, I no longer charge for my time. Any consultation is free. I used to charge $25 an hour, but coming into the new year, we done away with that program. Now, I love taking, $25 an hour. It was grand. But I just felt in my heart that that was not the thing to do. So this year we're giving out information freely because, it should be free on some level. But when we sit down and actually put a plan together with PowerPoint presentations, PDFs, we're sending you things you can touch and read, we got to get compensated for that. So we have a lot of clients. We're always busy and booked. But if you need Coach Dean in your life, hit me up on the website, all right? So let's see. We have about 12,000 folks live with us right now. So what's up to you guys out there? I really appreciate you guys for tuning in. And, we broadcast almost every night. Yeah. Artists deserve to get their voice heard. And we book a lot of shows. I definitely appreciate you guys who've been rocking with me since I've had one listener 3 years ago, and now we've grown. We're massive. Charlemagne, better look out because we're coming. Right? Okay. So look, and we're going to get into the interview, the real reason why you guys are here. Vigilante Radio goes beyond the music and into the minds of the artists and bands that create it. From researching our guests relentlessly, mining for details, and listening to everything that we can, our interviews are designed to bring out the best answers possible through thought-provoking questions that may have some real substance. And as part of our ongoing commitment to helping undiscovered musical and video talent get exposed worldwide, Vigilantes Radio will host interviews regularly with in-depth Q&As and pass them on to you, the music lovers. So take some time, take a chill pill, and listen in about a great artist you might not ever heard before. This week is hip-hop artist M.A.R.S. McGowan, a talented artist. He truly understands the importance of lyrics in today's music, and he takes his craft seriously, but not too seriously. So we'll get to know M.A.R.S. Through this exclusive interview tonight on Vigilantes Radio. We get to learn more about M.A.R.S., his latest project, Memories Are the Realest Stories, or in shorter terms, M.A.R.S. Part 2. Man, this guy loves acronyms, I'm telling you. Like, type it in, M.A.R.S. McGowan, you'll see all those acronyms. They're way out there, okay? So we'll learn who he works with and why he does what he do. There's links to more awesome things on M.A.R.S. in the description of the show. If you're on our server or if you're on iTunes or YouTube, you'll see that cool link or cool links in the description. It'll take you to more cool things about M.A.R.S. and as well as information on how you can have your own interview here on the show and promote it here through Vigilantes Radio. And also, if you tuned in 15 minutes before the show, and even 24 hours, there's what we call elevator music playing all the time, okay? You want your music in the mix, just hit me up, vradio@onlyonemediagroup.com, and we'll get you plugged in. There's people always calling just to listen to that music. I pull the report every morning. I'll tell you, it's crazy. Okay, so with that, let's welcome my man M.A.R.S. to the show. What's up, bro?
Thank you, man. What's going on, man? How you doing today?
Man, I'm doing great, man. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm doing real good. Thank you.
All right, cool, man. So let's jump right on in and dive deep into this interview. So starting out, man, what drives you to write?
Man, I think what drives me most is just like the feeling that I get after I record every song. Like, you know, once you record it, you know you have that hit, and on the way home, I'm literally listening to it like 100 times in the car. Like, this is the feeling you get once you know you made something like real dope, and it just keeps driving you to making more songs. You know, it's just the feeling you get.
Yes, sir. Is there an overall goal to it, though?
I think the overall goal basically is to give off the message that I display in my songs, which is always to stay positive and self-motivated, keep grinding, no matter where you come from.
Definitely. So let's talk about live performances for a minute. How did you attack the mic? Like, what's your stage performance like?
I think my stage performance is presence, man. I think my lyrics, they normally dominate the presence, so I keep my listeners tuned in by what I got to say, and I keep everybody tuned. I like to make a lot of eye contact, so I know that you make sure you can understand what I'm saying to you.
Okay. If modern-day music is somewhat broken or contrived, whereabouts in this musical timeline do you figure it all went wrong, and where do you fit in to fix the problem, if there is one?
I can't say it's really broken because it is an art. Like, people do take their music as a craft, but I say it is kind of different. I think it kind of started myself, if you say, like, the dance music era, like when people start listening more to the beats instead of the actual lyrics. I think it was just something they wanted to listen to for catchy hooks and to do dances to, honestly. So I think for our younger listeners, like, it kind of feeds their need, but for us hip-hop heads, it's just kind of different. It doesn't satisfy what we're used to.
Definitely. You know, we could probably debate about that all day. But straight up, who was the first person to confirm your rhymes were solid? And, you know, the mom doesn't count.
Right, definitely no. I think it was just the confirmations that I was getting from the shows that I was doing. I was going to these showcases and just displaying my music that I had at an early age. So I would say basically the audience that I got from the feedbacks and the messages, the criticism that I got from the fans at these showcases.
Okay. How old were you when you were doing these showcases?
16, 17 years old. I basically started writing at 14, so I started recording, and then maybe 16 started doing these live performances at Stop the Violence, Pieces at the Boys and Girls Club, and that was my first show.
Awesome. So A Tribe Called Quest, and well, Q-Tip to be more precise, and other members have gone on to guest star on many different projects other than hip-hop. One that always comes to mind for me is when Q-Tip popped up on a rock band Rim's album Around the Sun. While they had worked with KRS-One in the past, and it was maybe a little more expected of them, it's always interesting being a guest star in a strange spot like Q-Tip was there. But it fits, and it was awesome. Okay, that was a long-winded piece, but to get to the point, where do you see yourself fitting into someone else's song that's outside of your own comfort zone?
It's crazy that you mentioned that, because before I dropped my last mixtape, Never Been Commercial, I dropped M.A.R.S. Part 1, which is actually modern-day autocratic rock star. I rapped over a bunch of rock beats, actually. I feel like I could do like a cross-genre of a rock rap. I think that I definitely could fit in that genre. Just something with the guitars and the bass, man, it gives you this dope rock feeling, and you make great music too. That's definitely an album. So check it out, man. Modern day autocratic rock star.
Okay, I definitely have to check that out. Did you sing any on it?
No, I didn't sing any, but I had a couple singers on there while playing the electric guitar at the same time, man. It's a great feeling.
Oh, wow. Cool, man. So do you feel that the internet represents the best possible ways for a new artist to break through in today's world?
I mean, I definitely think it's one of the best ways for an artist to actually market itself. Just because of the fact that you don't have to pick like a select audience. You could market to basically anybody without even having to leave like your home state at sometimes. I think, and once you start trending on the internet, man, once it picks up, it's just that one song you need, and it definitely gets the buzz going. So I think the internet is definitely a good way to market yourself.
And that same line of questioning, do you feel like a record label being behind you is something that you necessarily need to succeed out there today?
I mean, I think that's another topic we could argue, like pros and cons as well. I went to Oneonta State, and I have a degree in music industry. From that, I learned that like record labels are basically like middlemen. I think with the finances that you need to do what you need. But if you have your own finances and you can support yourself, I think it can be done without a record label, honestly.
Definitely. And how do you feel that music in general unites people, or if you even feel that way?
I think like it unites people because I think it gives listeners like something to relate to. Like I feel like once you pick like your certain artist, once he starts making music, it's something that you listen to because you can relate to it. Like you want to start to hear everything they say. So I think it definitely draws you closer to the artist. It definitely unites.
Then it'll be like logical to say that it also is equal to a force in dividing people.
In that sense, yes, also because like music also creates, I think, prejudices and perceptions of a person. Like, for example, like if I like trap music, people think that maybe like I'm a gangster, or I do something crazy with my life, when honestly I could just like the music and the beats and the melodies to the actual trap music. So yeah, I think it creates perception sometimes as well. So it could be dividing. Okay.
And how about your music? Is it going to unify, or is it going to divide, or a little bit of both?
I think my goal with my music, honestly, is to actually inspire. Like, I always try to keep a positive tone with my music. I just want people to know that anything is really possible. Because I come from Rochester. It's the highest crime rate, man, and it's this little city in New York, only like 200,000 people, man. There's not really many opportunities there. So everything we get, we have to really work for. So I just want people to know that I want to inspire them and show that this is how it works. I'll pay off.
Okay. So how do you see your music perceived on a worldwide level by a first-time listener?
I think it's going to be a little different because it's not something that's normal to today's what's going on in the times of rap. I think it's a little bit more positive. It's not. I don't even want to criticize anybody's music. It's not really like rap, like gangster rap music. I think it's something that everybody can vibe to, no matter your age bracket. I think it's something you can listen to.
Definitely, man. So, what or who is the influence behind your single, Uh-Oh?
The biggest influence that I had is basically the producer Dub Beats. He's incredible with the beats, man. He works hard. Like, we sit down and we go through these beats and these samples, and we created this Uh-Oh together while we were sitting there. Maybe it took like 15, 20 minutes. He cooked it, and I just started writing as he was creating it. Is usually something that I create in a moment, but Uh-Oh is definitely like one of my favorite songs off the CD.
Definitely. And the video itself is pretty ballin'. But tell us about how long it actually took to film it and put it together, and a little why you chose to work with Dub Beats. I heard you say that he's incredible, but what else, like, was the deciding factor to, sit down and work with a guy like Dub Beats?
Well, okay, so basically, with me and Dub, we go way back. Like, we played high school ball together out here at Wilson Magnet High School. So I've known him forever. He's like family. I seen him working, man. He's been working for a while. He started off from the bottom, man. He just continued to grind. We both been grinding together. He basically made all the beats on his CD but about 3 of them, man. It's just a grind, and watch somebody else who is hungry as you just to go at it. I think that's the reason why we had to work together.
Definitely. So how long did it take to put the music video together?
That music video, we shot it in a day. It didn't take the whole day. It probably took about 3-4 hours because I kind of like free playing. Like, I kind of like feel like I'm a little genius when it comes to my own music. I have to have everything specific. So I picked the spots that I wanted, and I talked to the filmer, and we got it together. And it took probably about 3-4 hours.
Definitely. And back to Uh-Oh, the instrument background is more impressive. Pieces like the drums were bananas. It captivated me. Again, makes sense with your list of influences like Jadakiss, T.I., Jay-Z, Fabolous. But tell me about your role in the actual music today behind the rhymes. Besides Dub Beats, putting it down, how do the beats come alive to you? Are you influencing, his taste as well?
Yes, it actually goes both ways. Like I said, man, we'll sit down, and it'll be a bunch of different samples and sounds that we'll go through, and it's like, once you found it, you would just go across and you'd be like, that's it, man. And then, like, we'll both start building, and I swear, man, by the time he's done making his beat, I've been unrolling like a first verse. So just so once he's done, he knows the direction I'm going, like, with the song, and it's just like, it fits together, man, so perfectly.
Okay, cool. And we touched on like the importance of the internet in today's music. So with that said, what is the immediate future looking like for M.A.R.S? Where can fans see you, and how can they reach you?
Well, currently, I just started working with Brick City Entertainment. It's a management company out of New Jersey. I just actually signed with them, and I'm actually excited to see what the future holds for me, man. It's the first time actually getting myself into something, like that's bigger, like big time. So I'm definitely excited. A little nervous, but I think it's something that's definitely going to be great for me in my future.
Definitely, man. And a little something on Brick City. I've seen that name a few times in my inbox, and last week, I finally opened the email, and it had you in there, so I clicked the play button. I usually don't do this. Like, I let music come organically, and I guess this is organically, right? So I clicked play, and I was impressed. So I was like, let's get this guy on, and that's how this whole thing arrived, was Brick City, because I've always seen the name a few times in my inbox. And it's kind of like Walmart on Black Friday. They send you a whole bunch of emails and clearance TVs. Oh, clicking on that one.
Yes, sir.
That's how it was, man.
Man, shout out to Shay, too, man. She grinds hard for me, man, definitely.
Definitely, man. So what's your accessibility with your fans? Can you be reached?
Yes, sir. I'm definitely out here, man. I'm also available to the public. I'm on all social media. I can go through all the tags. Instagram, you can reach me at M.A.R.S Music. Facebook is M.A.R.S McGowan. Twitter, are you on M.A.R.S yet? I'm on SoundCloud, iTunes, wherever you want to see me, man. M.A.R.S McGowan, definitely. I'm all over the net.
Okay, cool. Now, I know some artists have their circle of fans, and, like, the circle becomes so close. They're at every show. They're at every function. They're calling into the interviews that they are no longer called fans but a family.
Yes,
is it important for you to have this same close feel with your fans or family, or do you keep people at a distance?
No, man, I definitely think it's important, man. Like with all the peers and your friends and your family, like the support that you get, man, is definitely love. And you love the criticism that you get back, whether it's negative or positive, man. And the fact to know that they support you and they're listening and they're coming to these shows, man, and they're actually listening to the music, like they're actually listening to the messages that you give out, like that's definitely important to me. And I love the feedback I get, whether it's negative or positive. It just makes me want to grind harder.
Definitely, man. All right, listen, I'm a bass player, and I'm one of the lead singers in my own band. And I can honestly remember about half of my songs at any given time. It's not that I'm lazy with memorizing lyrics, but I just got a lot on the brain. So how do you remember every word that you need to when it comes to performance time, like a full show?
Man, it's a series of things. Usually, like, I listen to my own music, like, daily, like, when I'm at the gym, you know what I mean? Like, or, like, when I'm at home and I recite it, like, word for word. I used to, when I was younger, I used to, like, look in the mirror and, like, rap my verses over the instrumentals so I could, like, remember the words. And, like, honestly, like, the way I come up with my songs, like, I usually hear the beat, like, while Dub is making it. Like, I'm freestyling the first 3 or 4 bars that come to my head before I even start writing them in my phone. So, like, my songs kind of begin as freestyles, and then I start writing.
Okay, so how is your freestyle game? Can you hold up, proud against other MCs?
I think I definitely could hold my own. I wouldn't call myself like a battle rapper, like, because that's not the type of music that I do. But I think if it came down to a cipher, like, I definitely could hold my own. I don't battle, like I said, but I hold my own.
Okay. So I've met and talked to, an extraordinary amount of fascinating people in my life, but your story, your life, and how it has all led to music now is truly an incredible journey. I've read information like yours, and like fireworks go off in my head. There are so many things that we could talk about, and there are so many things you could say, but let's backtrack for a bit and take a look into your past. Tell us about your beginnings and what has shaped M.A.R.S McGowan into the artist that you are today.
Okay, well, rap actually started early for me in my life, like early 6th grade, like English class. Like, I started writing poems for it. Like, I was actually using, like, metaphors and similes, and, like, just fell in love with the act of, like, wordplay. I always had, like, a music background. Like, I played trombone, like, from the 3rd grade to, like, the 9th. So I love instrumentation. My dad used to ride me around in his truck, and he played jazz music. And, jazz, it just has instrumentation. It doesn't have any words to it. So I think that's really, like, while I started writing. And then, like, I started recording at 14. I actually went to college for music industry and started, like, recording on my own. Did an internship with BMG. And then, like, you really got to see, like, the hands-on behind the music, like. But, like, I really didn't, honestly, like take it seriously until, like, 2 years ago. I had, like, the blood clot injury that I had going on with me, and, like, it was, like, before that, like flashed before me. Like, I stopped taking things for granted. Like, things could be going here today, going tomorrow. And I figured, man, I love this music, man. I love to rap. So I might as well get to it. So ever since then, that 12, 13, 14, that's the day that happened, I just been going hard with my music, man, like as hard as I can. I'm not really trying to hold nothing back no more. I'm just giving fans all of me through my music.
Okay. And do you find your music to have both a religious or political aspect to it?
Yes, I will feel like it does definitely has both to it. Just because, like I said, I'm as honest as I can be with my music, and I fully express how I feel. Like, I'm not here to make political views or opinions, but if I feel a certain way, then I feel like I got to speak about it. You know, like, I'm not going to bite my tongue.
All right. What if someone chose your music as the platform for their movement? Like, something you said in a song resonated with them. They felt like your music was the theme song to their mission. And it may even force you to, have to come up with your own opinion about what you represent. Would you be willing to take that platform?
Yes, definitely. Because people, I feel like with that being said, people are gonna take perception of what you say either two ways: how you take it or how they take it. Like, it's two perceptions to everything. I basically feel like, so if they wanted to use my music as a platform, whether in a negative or positive manner, I feel like I would have to address it. But I definitely would stand up to it.
You wouldn't be worried about repercussions?
I honestly, I feel like everything I say in my music, I don't lie about it. I'm honest with everything I say, so I would stand behind whatever I have said in my music. Yes, sir.
Okay. I dig that, man. So tell us about the new project of yours, M.A.R.S. Part 2. That title alone suggests an overall theme. Like, what memories and stories are you revealing, and why is it so important for them to be told?
Okay. Well, first off, I just want to go like this. M.A.R.S. Part 2. It's a Part 2. Memories are the realest stories. It's a follow-up of the first one. I feel like every rapper, if you pay attention, they have like a series or a continuation of like great albums that was like back to back with the same title. And this is like my continuation to the first one, so I'm going to do my little series. I feel like when it comes to the title, Memories Are the Realest Stories, like, you know, when you sit around and reminisce, and people always reminisce about them good times or in the past or, like, moments they have lived where they always like, man, do you remember? Like, and they were always good moments. They will always be, like, great moments. And I feel like I have definitely had some great experiences lately and some stories, and I think I could keep it positive, but still have dope music, you know, that everybody could vibe to. So I think I got some stories, and I'm proud of what I put together.
All right, man. Well, I can't wait to check out the rest of the project. So after the music break, it'll be time for our usual tradition. It's called the Hot Seat, and our fans love this part of the segment, and of course, along with the actual interview, but the audience get to hear either some vocals, poem, inspirational speeches, written word, spoken word, freestyle raps, recite lyrics, musical tributes, karaoke, jokes, stories, live instruments from our special guests. You never know what these creative minds and vessels will produce in the spotlight. And tonight, yes, tonight, we'll find out if M.A.R.S. McGowan have what it takes to be put on the spot, a test of his true artistry and maybe some hidden talents. And just to put a little pressure on you, man, we have it's up to 13,000 now that are live with us tonight. So after the music break, you'll be live, bro, in the hot seat.
Sounds good to me.
Yo, I honestly don't think I found my style till about 5 years ago. I was in between college and living in New York, doing an internship with BMG, and, you know, I always rapped that rebel music. We grew up on that hard music, but, you know, as I start growing, start playing with my flows and using them English class techniques we used growing up, you know, got my rhymes in a couple of these poems, and then I started realizing, like, this was more than just rap. Like, this was music. Like, this was how I was venting to people. Like, this was becoming me. And in my mind, when this happened, I was like, yo, uh-oh.
Yo.
From the day that I was born, I knew that this here would be effortless. And my theory's always 100, no mixed messages. Really in my mind up the top, I be the best at this. Learning from the school of hard knocks, met the prerequisites. I'm standing up for my city every town I walk to. This ain't even hard work, you feel me? This a walkthrough. All I do is spit out all these blessings I was called to. This music thing was given cause it's something that I sought to. I learned all my life lessons walking on the balance beam. So all these tracks get bruised and cut up. They need some Vaseline. I get this dough and turn it to bread. You know I'm after cream. Stacking money low, sometimes it's better not to have a team. They want what you work for, but bet you they won't take it. Even fan rooting against you don't want to see you make it. All I do is get this chicken and Skrilla and shake and bake it. While bringing back this rap game they degraded. With my sound I inflated. I hear them like, uh-oh. The crowd going, uh-oh. Yeah, they talking about, uh-oh. They yelling like, uh-oh. They don't want it, they was talking but was fronted. Everything I spit is fact, that's 100. And every beat that they send my way, I bet I kill it. I'm a problem that you gotta deal with. I mean for real, I'm feeling bad, who gotta deal with me? Your boy a hot head spitting flames, there's no chill to me. I'm working hard, I only want it if it's God's will for me. I got a bunch of ladies, I just ask they keep it real for me. I came from the bottom, expecting no type of handouts. Walked in my own steps, followed the roots planned out. Took effects with my music, now my life has panned out. And even with no recognition, bet you I would stand out. My father played me jazz, I was built for this condition. I put imagination with rhythms and made a vision. Graduated honors, played ball, made honorable mention. Went to college, majored in spitting like it came with a pension. Life was real, but I made sure that I never needed. There was obstacles before there was guidance, yet I succeeded. They were libel on me, yelling out self-centered, conceited. Yet they never say it to me when I'm greeted. That must mean that I'm a problem. I hear them like, uh-oh. The crowd going, uh-oh. Yeah, they talking about, uh-oh. They yelling like, uh-oh. They don't want it, they was talking but was fronted. Everything I spit is fact, that's 100. And every beat that they send my way, I bet I kill it. I'm a problem that you gotta deal with. M.A.R.S. McGowan, shit. Music are the realest stories. Sheesh.
And that was M.A.R.S. McGowan. Uh-oh. All right, we're back. M.A.R.S., are you ready?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, it's all on you.
All right. Something I just been working on. I say, all hell, M.A.R.S. the ruler is back. Like I ain't never left, the illest coming out of my town. No need to second guess. You can tell I've been through some stress. How my denims distress my memories. All the realest stories, man, I must confess. I've been working hard, putting stories in my scrapbook. Taking boxing classes, I've been working on my rap hooks. Money stacking up, this paper looking like a math book. When I'm miles deep, guarantee they ones act shook. I'm in a different mindset, brain in a better place. My sneakers always 200 plus. My strings barely lace. Always crossing lines with my music like I ain't never traced. And I hear they talk by eye to eye. They would never face the champ of the 585. I got my hands wrapped. My punches make these amateur rappers go ahead and stand back. Bet that you won't spar with this heavyweight. Where your man's at? My flow's an educated risk. You would think I'm playing raps because nothing stands in front of my way unless I want it there. I was always told I only listen when I want to hear. You damn right. Tires and ribs, the only thing we spare. And I grew the only child, brother. I ain't never shared. All I did is come up with metaphors and some similes, merge lyrics with rhythms, created this with chemistry, recycling my moments in life, jogging my memory, and put my sound with big band beats, conducting symphonies. M.A.R.S.
All right, M.A.R.S. All right, guys, if you was liking the flow, if you love the flow, email us, drop some notes, and make sure you connect with M.A.R.S. on all of his social media platforms. Check out his SoundCloud and YouTube. All right, man, is there anything that you want to say directly to your fans and our listeners who may be new fans? The floor is all yours, bro.
First off, I just want to say thank you because, like you said, man, this is nothing. We're nothing without the fans, without the listeners. Make sure you check me out, Instagram, M.A.R.S Music, MUZIK. Facebook, M.A.R.S McGowan. Just check me out everywhere. Instagram, SoundCloud, Jadakiss. I'm out there. So just tune in and look out for me, please.
Definitely. So thank you guys for always tuning in and checking out this podcast over here at Vigilantes Radio. All episodes are available for free download after at least 1 hour after the show ends. You can grab it from our servers over at Spreaker.com/only1media group, over at iTunes, over at YouTube, or at our website, which again is only1mediagroup.com, and that goes for every single episode that I ever aired. So check it out. If you tuned in earlier and, like I said, you heard some music playing and you want your song in a mix, be sure to hit me up. If you want me to play something while we do our other shows like Skeptics and Other News, what's the other one we have? Something like Hot or Not. I forgot what we called it. But it's like, Pump It or Dump It. Yeah, that's what it is. I haven't done it in a while. That's why I forgot the name of it. Anyway, so if you need something, if you'd like to request music or send something for us to play, email it to vradio@only1mediagroup.com. Here's my disclaimer. We are genre-free. We do not judge, and we absolutely do not base our opinions on hearsay but facts. And actually, you can scratch that disclaimer because all my opinions are always right, and it's just the bottom line, so you got to deal with that. It's my show. I'm just kidding. On behalf of myself, Dini Mussolini, I appreciate you guys for tuning in, either afterwards or live with us. Spread the word. Also, special thanks to our guest tonight, Marsellis McGowan, for joining us again. We stepped our game up just for you guys to make sure that our guests and our listeners have the best experience here on our show. You know, Dini does it all. Okay, well, just remember this, to be yourself and be absolutely freaking great at just doing that. Peace.
You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, the people's choice for quality interviews, art, music, and hot topics. Hosted by Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds, of the duo No Longer the Hero. Co-hosted by the Vigilantes Banditti. Call in to join the mix. All episodes of this podcast are available for free download at www.onlyonemediagroup.com.